Have you ever felt a sudden chill while your cat watches you? Watch closely, because cats notice things we cannot. One night everything felt normal. The room was quiet, nothing seemed out of place, but my cat suddenly turned its head and started staring. Behind me, its eyes were locked on something I could not see, and for a moment it felt like I was not alone. Cats have always been known for their sharp senses. They can hear the smallest sounds and detect movements that humans completely miss, but sometimes their reactions feel too real, too focused, as if they are responding to something invisible. Across different cultures, people have believed that cats can sense hidden energies or unseen presences around us. This is why their strange behavior often feels more than just instinct. In this video, we are going to explore 6 real moments when cats reacted to things that no human could see, and by the end, you might start looking at your cat very differently. Let's begin. 1. Staring at something behind you. One of the most chilling moments cat owners experience is when their cat suddenly stares at something right behind them. You could be sitting alone, scrolling on your phone, doing nothing unusual, and then your cat's eyes lock onto a spot just over your shoulder. At first you might ignore it, but the longer you watch, the more uncomfortable it feels. Your cat is not blinking, it is not distracted. Its eyes are focused as if someone is standing right there. Sometimes the ears move slightly, tracking a sound you cannot hear, and the body becomes completely still. Many people say this moment gives them a strange feeling, like they are being watched. Even when they turn around, there is nothing there, just an empty space. But the cat continues to stare as if something is still present. From a logical point of view, cats can detect tiny movements or faint sounds behind you that you cannot notice. But in many superstitions, this behavior is seen as something much deeper. People believe that when a cat stares behind you, it might be reacting to an unseen presence standing close by. Whether it is heightened senses or something more mysterious, this reaction is enough to make anyone feel uneasy. The next moment is even stranger because sometimes cats do not just stare. Sometimes they start reacting to something moving across the room that no one else can see. 2. Chasing something no one can see. Sometimes a cat suddenly jumps up and starts chasing something across the room, but there is nothing there. No toy, no insect, no visible movement. Yet the cat runs with full focus, turning sharply, stopping, then chasing again as if something is moving right in front of it. You might see your cat leap into the air, swipe with its paw, or quickly follow an invisible path from one corner of the room to another. The movement looks real and intentional, not random at all. It feels like the cat is interacting with something that exists just beyond human sight. From a scientific point of view, cats are extremely sensitive to small movements. Tiny insects, dust particles in light, or even subtle changes in air currents can trigger this behavior. Their reflexes are built to react instantly, even to the smallest motion. But many people who have witnessed this say it feels different. There are moments when the room is completely still, yet the cat behaves as if it is chasing something alive. In old beliefs, this was often seen as a cat interacting with unseen energies or invisible beings moving through the space. Watching your cat chase something that you cannot see can be both fascinating and slightly unsettling at the same time. The next moment becomes even more intense because sometimes cats do not just chase or watch. Sometimes they suddenly react with fear at something that appears to be nothing at all. 3. Sudden fear at nothing. Sometimes a cat is completely calm, resting or walking normally, and then suddenly reacts with fear. Its body stiffens, fur stands up, and it quickly backs away from a spot that looks completely empty. There is no visible danger, yet the reaction is immediate and intense. You might notice your cat's eyes widen, its ears flatten, and its tail puff up as if it feels threatened. In some cases, the cat may even run out of the room or hide, refusing to go near that area again. For a moment, it feels like your cat saw something that truly scared it. From a logical explanation, cats can pick up on sudden sounds or vibrations that humans cannot detect. A tiny noise inside the walls or a quick shadow could trigger this kind of fear response. Their survival instincts are very strong, so even the smallest unusual signal can make them react instantly. But many people believe there is more to it. In superstitions, this kind of sudden fear is often linked to cats sensing something unseen or unfamiliar in their environment. It is said that when a cat reacts this way, it might be detecting a presence that humans cannot perceive. Moments like this can feel especially unsettling because the fear looks real, even when there is nothing there. The next moment is even more disturbing because sometimes cats do not run away. Sometimes they stay in one place and stare into the darkness for a long time. 4. Staring into darkness for too long. There are moments when your cat sits quietly and stares into a dark space for a very long time. It could be a hallway, a doorway, or a corner of the room where the light does not reach properly. At first it seems normal, but then minutes pass and your cat still has not moved. Its eyes stay fixed in one direction, unblinking, as if it is watching something slowly moving in the darkness. The body remains completely still, and only the ears make small adjustments as if tracking faint sounds. This kind of focus feels different from normal curiosity. It feels intense and intentional. You might try to call your cat or distract it, but sometimes it does not respond right away. It stays locked onto that dark space as if something important is happening there that you cannot see. Scientifically, cats can see much better in low light than humans. They can detect slight movements or changes in shadows that are invisible to us. Even the smallest motion in the dark can grab their full attention. But in many superstitions, darkness is often connected with hidden or unseen things. People believe that when a cat stares into the dark like this, it might be watching something that exists beyond human vision. This behavior becomes even more unsettling because it feels like your cat is focused on something real, even when your eyes see nothing at all. The next moment is even more intense because sometimes cats do not just watch silently. Sometimes they start making sounds at something that is not there. 5. Mewing at something invisible. Sometimes your cat suddenly starts meowing at a specific spot where there is nothing visible. It may sit still and look at a corner, a doorway, or even an empty space in the room while repeatedly meowing as if it is trying to communicate with something. The tone of the meow can feel different from normal. It might sound more intense, more urgent, or even a little unusual. In some cases, the cat pauses, listens, and then meows again, almost like it is responding to something you cannot hear. You might try to look in that direction, but there is nothing there. No movement, no sound, just empty space. Yet your cat continues as if something is present. From a scientific point of view, cats sometimes vocalize when they hear faint sounds or sense something unfamiliar. It could be a distant noise or a subtle change in the environment that triggers their response. But in superstition, this behavior is often seen as the cat trying to react or communicate with something unseen. Many people believe that when a cat meows at empty space, it might be aware of something that humans cannot detect. This moment feels especially strange because it is not just observation anymore. It feels like your cat is interacting with something invisible. The final moment is the most mysterious one because sometimes cats do not just react randomly. Sometimes they choose one specific place and return to it again and again. 6. Returning to the same spot again and again. One of the most mysterious things cats do is repeatedly return to the same spot in your home. It could be a corner, a doorway, or even an empty space in the middle of the room. At first it seems random, but then you notice a pattern. Your cat keeps going back to that exact place and sits there quietly, staring as if something is there. Sometimes your cat will stay in that spot for a long time, completely focused, as if it is watching something invisible. Other times, it may suddenly leave and then come back again later, almost like it is checking on something. This repeated behavior makes it feel less like curiosity and more like something intentional. From a logical point of view, cats can be attracted to certain spots because of scent, warmth, or subtle environmental changes. There might be something there that only their senses can detect. But according to many superstitions, when a cat repeatedly returns to the same place, it could be sensing or guarding something unseen. Some people believe cats are drawn to areas where hidden energy or presence exists, and they keep coming back because they are aware of it. This behavior is especially unsettling because it creates a pattern. It feels like your cat knows something about that place that you do not. Cats have always been surrounded by mystery, and these 6 moments show just how strange their behavior can be. Maybe it is their incredible senses picking up tiny details we cannot notice, or maybe there is something more hidden around us that only they can see. The next time your cat suddenly stares behind you, chases something invisible, or keeps returning to the same spot, do not ignore it. Pay attention, because these small moments might mean more than you think. Now I want to hear from you. Has your cat ever reacted to something you could not see? Or made you feel like something was there even when the room looked empty? Tell me your experience in the comments because many people have stories like this, and your story could be the next one. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more hidden truths about cats, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the Superstition Cats. Turn on notifications so you never miss what your cat might be trying to show you.